To talk about what a Brodmann area is, or really what are Brodmann areas, we have to talk about the name of it first. We love to name things after the people who created it or founded it, and there's no difference here. Brodmann comes from the last name of Corbinian Brodmann, who was a German neurologist. And what Brodmann did was look at histological sections of the brain. And what that means is that he took slices of the brain, looked in a microscope, and then took a look at how the cells looked. So a sliver of the brain was put under a microscope, and this is something that we would see. Brodmann took slices of the entire brain, and based on his findings of what he found, that's where the concept of Brodmann's areas came about. Imagine this. This is an image of a brain. Now, I want you to think about how the brain would look if every single slice that you looked at under a microscope all around the brain looked exactly the same. It would look like this. However, realistically, we all know that the brain is incredibly complex because there's so much going on with it. So realistically, it looks like this. Of course, on an extremely simple scale. Different areas of the brain looked different histologically. Going back to the histology, as you can see through these images, they all look totally different from each other. So different sections of the brain had different cytoarchitecture, which is just a fancy way of saying different structural and organizational characteristics of all the cells that are involved. Essentially, certain areas or clumps of areas had similar characteristics based on its design. For example, everywhere in this area looked alike, but another area, but it didn't look like this area. And it also didn't look like this area, but I think you're getting the point. Ultimately, Brodmann was able to find 52 areas of the brain that were all unique to each other. This is the color-coded version. After finding these 52 areas, of course, we had to name it. And all of these are actually associated with a number. So think area 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., all the way to 52. What we also found was that all 52 areas have different tasks. So 52 areas of the brain having 52 different tasks. Some of these different areas do have functions that are similar enough, though, where we can actually clump them together. Here's an example. Think about Brodmann area 44 and 45. They both, when they're clumped together, they both make up Broca's area. They both have a function with respect to language. However, their specific function in what they do with language is different. So Brodmann area 44 has a different function within language than Brodmann area 45. If you're studying for the NPTE, whether you're a PT or a PTA student, check out our courses at sptwithme.com. Check out these references for more information.